I asked a Chelsea fan this question yesterday. If you could click your fingers and you could have Tuchel back in the hot seat, would you do it?
I don't think I would. I understand the question. I don't think I would. It's not that
difficult question, is it?
No, but I understand it. Can it happen? Get back in a time machine.
I understand the question. That's an amazing stuff. I understand what you're saying.
I understand what you're saying, Stinks. If I can click my fingers and then Tuchel come back.
Yeah.
He might be next England manager, by the way, old Tuchel.
Yeah. We haven't even spoken about that, have we?
No, we haven't.
Do you want a quick word about that?
I'd rather talk about that than Chelsea.
Lots of people are saying the ex-England manager should be English.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Deliveroo's text me.
What are they saying? What are they saying?
Sorry. 25% off Papa John's, so I don't know. I just thought someone had ordered something on my account. We'll carry on.
Well, what are we saying? Berlin. Take your breath away. No, okay.
Thomas Tuchel. Lots of people are saying next England manager should be English.
Well,
what's your view? Do you understand the question?
I understand the question, Stinks. I understand what you're saying. And I kind of get it. I understand it. But there was a Sam Wallace done a piece in the Telegraph. The Big W. He came on talkSPORT and was speaking to H&J about it. And also, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me?
You're making me laugh.
Why are you doing this? The Big W. And who else come on? Oh, yeah, Henry Winter, the other W. Came on speaking.
The W brothers.
The W brothers came on and they both put, I thought, very articulate arguments across about why it should be our very best against your very best, right? And I understand that should understand the culture. And a part of the problem that Capello had, if you listen to players that played under Capello, he didn't quite get the culture of English players. No. And I think that turned into a bit of a problem. Sven didn't work either. So you look at what Gareth has done. He understands the players, understands the culture. I think there is something to be said for that. However, I'm of the belief it's the best man for the job.
I agree.
And if you can get, I don't care what nationality he is personally, but there's an argument to say that maybe they should actually be, to understand the players, understand the culture of that country. Capello didn't. Capello didn't understand the culture.
What difference does it make?
Well, I mean, if you listen to, I can't remember who was talking on the.
Was it one of the Big W brothers?
It wasn't the W brother. No, it was. I can't remember who it was. It might be Dean Ashton actually.
The Big A.
The Big. We're going to get in trouble.
I know.
So it might be Dean Ashton who was saying that Capello didn't get the play. He tried to turn it into an Italian style.
That's what he wanted.
Camp.
He wanted everyone to be Italian.
Yeah, and
it was Dean Ashton.
It was Dean Ashton, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he put it across very well. When Dean spoke, you think, do you know what? I get how it failed. I can see now what he tried to do in a very short space. It's all well and good doing that at a football club. You've got time to get your message across. You're only with the players 4 or 5 times a season. That's not enough. So I think there's arguments to be had. But Brendan Rodgers is someone that I think, because he understands the British culture. He's been, he's been working in English football. I was with Brendan when he was at Chelsea, 20 years ago, something like that. So he understands the culture. So someone like that understands and knows how we are, don't come in and try and change things like Capello did.
Would you like to see Brendan in charge?
If Southgate doesn't want it, yes.
Okay.
I would.
Do you want Southgate to stay?
Torn. I'm so torn on this one.
That's Natalie Imbruglia, wasn't it?
Torn. That's very good. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Go on.
Are we just doing song titles now? Is that where we're going?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no one in there. I think we're alone now.
Who was that?
I think we're alone now. Come on, everyone. Linda Carlisle?
No, she was American.
I think it was.
No, it wasn't.
I think we're alone.
No,
Curtis Tigers. That was. I wonder why.
I think we're alone now.
Come on, everyone.
I think we're alone.
I think it's
now.
Belinda Carlisle.
It's not Belinda Carlisle.
We dream the same. I think it is.
No, it's not. We think we're alone now. It's not. It's Tiffany.
That's it.
Tiffany.
Ricky!
Tiffany! What are we talking about? What are we doing? What are we talking about? Southgate.
It's like 2 old men sitting on a bench trying to work out what they're talking about.
We started talking about Chelsea, and we're talking about I think you're alone now.
Cool. Torn. You're torn.
I'm torn with a. I can see both arguments here. Gareth has taken us he's taken us so far. He's done so well. We weren't expecting to get to the semi-finals of the first World Cup. Got to the finals of the Euros. Didn't capitalise on us taking advantage and being the best side in the first half. Same scenario against France. A moment where we were on top of the game and we couldn't bring it home. Whatever he decides, I'll go with. If he decides he wants the next Euros, which is about, 14 months away when he picks his squad.
Yeah.
Right? Which is a very short space of time. I think I think he should get the chance to do the next Euros.
Yeah, I think he believes he's incredibly close to success.
And
if he wins the Euros,
he's not far away, mate.
No.
And if whoever picks up the baton and goes on to win it, he would have laid the foundations for that success. Yeah. But there's a long way to go.
Do you think I'm getting ahead of myself here? But do you think if he were to go to the Euros and win it, he'd then think, might stand for the World Cup now?
Well, it's a great CV, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Win the Euro. I mean, why would you see what Spain done that time?
Yeah.
They won the Euros and they went on to win the World Cup. Isn't that
and then the Euros again. I think they won 2 Euros.
Euros, World Cup, Euros, wasn't it?
Sandwich in the middle. If Southgate were to win the World Cup this year, I know he can't now, I know that. Yeah. Would you take him at Chelsea?
Sir Gareth.
Yeah, Sir Gareth. He would be Sir Gareth. Because it's totally different between managing a World Cup winning team, which is nuts, and Chelsea manager.
I think Gareth has been a really, really good England manager. I think he's done so well just to create and to. Do you remember, right? When I know you do, when we had Capello and then Hodgson and then Sam, a lot of people were criticising. Why don't they give the young lads a chance? Why don't all the Rooney's there, all the old? If you get the golden generation, Gareth's done that. He's brought this. He's brought a young feel, and it feels to me as if he is close, but how close is close?